Hello, everyone. It's Nick Michalak and Steve Frazier again.
Hello, hello.
And we're bringing to you a commentary for Wes Craven's wonderful and ridiculous, beautiful.
Ridiculous is key here.
Shocker.
You know, we're doing the brand new Scream Factory Blu-ray version, so it's going to be pretty. And this is just a childhood indulgence of mine. I absolutely loved it. It scared me and made me laugh.
I saw this once a long time ago, and this is his Blu-ray, so I borrowed it ahead of watching this, and we'll talk about a lot of wonderful things.
Yes, we will.
Okay, guys, audio-only commentary, so sync this up with your own copy with the timestamp to 0, and hit play now.
I suppose I should start by saying that Kiss is my absolute favorite band of all time.
Yes.
And why is that relevant? Because I watched this movie. The movie came out in '89. Directed by Wes Craven, which is probably what got me, I was like, here's a scene that looks just like the beginning of Elm Street.
Exactly.
And I was like, okay. And I became a Kiss fan really in the early to mid 90s. Mm-hmm. I'd seen this film 7 or 8 times, and then I rented it again in the mid to late 90s. And I'm watching this opening sequence, and all of a sudden, this song comes on, and I'm like, okay, yep, I like this song. This is a great song. And then in the next little stanza here coming up, right now, in fact, I go, wait a minute. That's Paul Stanley's voice. My favorite member of my favorite band. Great tattoo.
We are both marks for Paul Stanley. Hardcore.
And I said, Paul Stanley sings the theme song to this movie that I've loved since I was 9 years old. Turns out that the first voice you hear is Desmond Child.
Yeah.
And Desmond Child co-wrote with Paul Stanley I Was Made for Lovin' You, the big hit in 1979. Thank you for that musical styling. Desmond Child, in case you're not familiar, he's another one of my favorite. He's one of my 2 favorite songwriters of all time. He co-wrote some songs with a guy named John Bon Jovi. One of them, a song you might know called "Living on a Prayer."
Yeah.
So this guy, here he is.
Yes.
Paul Stanley, maybe pause us and turn the volume back up so you can hear Paul Stanley say. I'm kidding. Don't do that. That right there is Heather Langenkamp, the star.
I saw she was credited. I didn't see her in the film.
Yep,
so,
that's her right there.
Cool.
That's her. That's a cameo.
Nice.
Jacques Aitken, the
cinematographer on Nightmare on Elm Street 1.
Right. So he got the troupe back together here.
Yeah.
And some great visuals here.
Yeah.
Bloody knife. We've got the news report. Obviously, this is the gentleman who has committed this crime. And here we have old Peter Berg.
Yes, who's a director who's made a name for himself in a little bit.
Absolutely. This guy is a heavy hitter right now in Hollywood.
We'll forget about Battleship.
Well, yeah, he did Battleship.
He did
That's
that
fine.
because he had to.
He's buddies with Wahlberg. I think he did he do Deepwater Horizon? The most recent Wahlberg film?
Friends with Michael Mann.
Okay.
Worked on Collateral. Mann produces film The Kingdom, I believe.
Okay. Well, anyway, Peter Berg, Friday Night Lights, I think he was involved in.
Okay.
Big time guy in Hollywood. This little dork.
He's been around forever, and he's really worked his way up the ladder.
Here we got our hard-ass coach, and this guy's been in a bunch of shit.
Oh, yeah.
He's, I forget what else he was in, but he's been in so many things.
Yeah. There's Ted Raimi in the middle there. Sam Raimi's brother.
Okay, yep. I see the resemblance.
Yes.
I see the resemblance. This is some good comedy there. Embarrass him in front of the team.
Yeah.
Huh. So, we got some little dialogue here. It sets up some later things.
It's
But
Richard Brooks from Law and Order later on.
I never got into Law and Order. Did he have a major role in it?
Nice. You can see the shadow of the Steadicam operator on the field.
Oh, of course you can.
Of course you can. It's not the last time it happens in this film, trust me.
Woof.
Oh!
I don't think clang was a good enough description for that. He hit that hard.
Oh!
How do you say concussion protocol in 1989? I don't think you do. So, back then it was just getting your bell rung.
Yeah.
And, man, that looked like it hurt.
Oh.
That looked like it hurt.
Yeah.
I will say, if you're not watching the Blu-ray, you're missing out because
This looks
the transfer
spectacular.
is outstanding.
Yeah.
I wonder if 44 was an homage to somebody or something. And another pratfall.
Comedy pratfalls.
All because he was looking at the blonde again. And the orange Gatorade. Gatorade is like a sponsor of all football in
Yes.
all age groups.
Yes.
Just pretty eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. So, some good comedy here, despite...
Yeah.
And you know, I guess Craven always had a way of... and I think he wrote this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Always had a way of incorporating comedic elements.
Yeah, make him human, make him relatable, make him a little flawed a little bit here. I mean, it feels a little bit off from like Glenn in Elm Street. He's a little bit of, he's not the cool guy. He's a little bit of a goof or whatnot, but
Right. Oh,
he's
look at this!
endearing.
Look at this beautiful.
Oh, optical effect. work.
Yeah.
And Berg is a good actor. I mean, he can play a lot of different things, and he feels very genuine in what he does. If
Peter Berg.
yeah, is that what I said?
No, I don't know what you said. But
what am I saying? People tell me what the
did
hell
you
I'm
say
talking.
Parker?
I thought I said Peter Berg.
Maybe you did, and I just didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Correct us
Okay.
in the comments.
Anyway, so Pinker's TV repair. See how the lights went out on the house behind?
Yeah.
That Pinker's TV repair is like such a great visual.
Yeah.
And I like that, you know, it's a little darker here. The color is weird. And it actually almost, all you need is some smoke, and it would be one of your Elm Street dream sequences.
I mean, the color timing is the bluish type of thing feels more like we're doing New Nightmare and Scream or whatnot. A little bit ahead of that.
So he knows this person.
Yeah, like I said,
Broken fingers.
Peter Berg just.
What is that, Wile E. Coyote or? Oh boy! How scary is this? Look at that!
Look at that, man! That's an introduction right there. Just that shot.
So now we know it's the same guy.
Yeah. I love fucking Mitch Pileggi. This guy's fucking amazing.
This guy is out of control good.
Oh. I mean,
he's so scary. Look at him.
Yeah.
And it was a dream.
I guarantee you, if you said, I want to make a Shocker sequel, he'd be there 30 years after the fact.
Yes,
If
absolutely.
Wes was still around and Wes said, I want to do Shocker 2.
What if we wrote it?
Pileggi would fucking do it. I guarantee it. Because the guy almost like never ages either. He's not one of these guys like ageless dude. Probably because he's just shaved head and whatnot. You can't really see.
Yeah.
You know, gray hair and thinning scalp or whatnot.
We all know the phone only rings in the middle of the night for emergencies.
Yes. She's got such a haunting look there with the cinematography or whatever. She looks up, yeah.
And great acting here out of.
Yeah, like I was saying, Berg just has that kind of all-encompassing type of feel to him that he feels like he can be very suburban, down-to-earth type of guy. He's
interesting. Did you catch that he said Dad first and then he said Don?
Huh.
He called him Don twice.
Huh. Don Thompson.
Similar, but only it's Parker.
Yeah, I'm just figure I'd slip it in there.
So, all right. So ultimately, he dreamed what was about to happen just now.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. I mean, another dream gag out of Wes Craven, but
it's like
it's a little bit different take than Nightmare.
A little bit. It's like what exactly was with clairvoyant protagonists in horror films in the late '80s. You had Halloween 5. You had Friday 7.
Sure. Here he called him Donnie.
Donnie.
So there you go.
Yeah.
This is John Tesh. John Tesh, quite a... He's still, like, in entertainment, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, he's got a radio show.
Okay.
Been doing it for years.
See, here we go. Here's the reveal that he was adopted because they found him, like, beaten or something.
Okay.
As a kid, and he was adopted by this guy.
Yeah.
So that's why he calls him Don, because it's not his real name.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
30 people. Again, national news, but at least, you know what, at least it's on the news here, unlike in the Nightmares where...
It's like, practically five people in the town know
3
about
years
it.
3 years later. Look on the TV screen, there's Alice Cooper.
There we go. Because Desmond worked with Alice on Poison and a couple other things as well.
Yeah,
so.
right. That whole album, I think he wrote.
Yeah.
The whole Trash album.
Yeah, I mean, Poison is an endurable classic.
Absolutely. Came out this same year. That might have been the music video
89.
for Poison, actually.
Yeah, it came out 89.
So, you know, here's... it's kind of cool. I like the fact that he kind of saw it before it happened.
Yeah. And this is interesting, I mean, because, I mean, the film is, like, wasting no time getting to the point of things.
Right.
I mean, like Elm Street, it is a bit of a slow build to kind of reveal and pull back the layers. This one's kind of like throwing you right into it right away.
Oh. Diane and Sally. So here he's like no selling the description. Although all that does is make him a suspect, right? Wouldn't you think?
Yeah.
Boy, this Blu-ray looks good.
Yeah. Like it was shot yesterday.
I was curious to see if it was the TV was actually playing a music video or if it was just a compilation of, like, I thought maybe we'd get a Paul Stanley sighting or a something. Are you on drugs? There's a popular take in the 80s, right?
Yeah.
Kid does something that isn't quite right. I bet he's on drugs.
Well, in the 80s, there was always like, who wasn't on drugs?
Well, sure. You're right. You're right. It was much more likely that... I mean, and you know, you're right. They do waste no time. They're like, let's just go and get them.
Yeah, this feels like something that would happen like halfway through the second act. It's already like 10 minutes in.
Well, right, because the point, or the crux of the story takes place based on what happens.
Yeah,
like
after,
this
after
is the whole.
Fact,
this is the setup,
the conviction
right?
And the execution. Yeah, we almost begin the film in the second act.
Right. So I don't know. I don't quite remember. I don't feel like they do the clairvoyant business later on.
There is some of it.
A little bit.
Yeah. But like when we were rewatching this last night, it just struck me like that was such a an odd go-to for horror films at the time. Just
Yeah.
do that.
Is that a
cop
woman?
on the right almost looks like T-1000 or something.
I was going to say, it looks like a woman. It's not, though.
He's got those kind of like sleek lines on his face. It's like...
Was it Patrick?
Robert Patrick.
Robert Patrick?
It's the T999. Not the T1000.
Yeah, you're right. It was the beta test.
It's the beta test. And I like all the use of the TV screens and whatnot.
Well, it's a TV repair shop,
Oh,
Nick.
yeah. But I mean, it fuels into all the iconography the film goes into it by the end of it and all that stuff.
Right.
So it's like it keeps it directly in line of sight for the viewer.
And that's Apocalypse Now? Is that what that was?
Maybe.
And that's the KKK on one screen?
Well, he is the bad guy.
Well, you're right. So these guys are going around the back door. Okay. Oh wait, no. I don't really know. These people are inside.
If you go around the back door in a horror film, you're going to die.
That's probably true. Those are skulls. Weird shit.
After all the splitters you'd have to do to get all those the exact same image. All that coax.
Yeah, I'm not real sure how that works. Did they have green screen capability back then?
It would have been very expensive to just do that.
Great shot.
Yeah.
He's watching.
Yeah.
What is the name of this town? Maryville. The old hidden door in the TV repair shop.
Doesn't really need to repair anything. They're all working just fine.
Yeah. Well, that means he's good at his job.
He's good at his job. Just no one's picking up the damn TVs.
Right. I want my...
So he's off killing people because you didn't pay your bill.
There you go. It said 30 people. There's got to be 30 TVs there.
Oh, easy.
You didn't pay your bill. Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Don, he's got such an accent. I love it.
Yeah, Peterberg's got such an odd affectation in his voice.
Yeah, it's a not cadence, but yeah, timbre.
Yeah,
maybe. Do you have any idea where he's from?
That's what I'm trying to figure out right now. Give me 2 seconds. New York. Born in New York.
Okay. There's the blood under the door there. T998. Anytime, like, to this day, I still every once in a while will do this limp as an homage. Like, it was such an iconic... He's so scary.
Yeah.
He still scares me. This Horace Pinker is a scary motherfucker.
And I think the idea behind the name from West is like, I had Freddy Krueger, which sounded like designed to be that. I want to take a name that just does not sound like a horror movie villain or whatnot, and just make it the scariest motherfucker on the screen. And he succeeded.
Yes, he did.
So much because they cast this fantastic actor.
I think Mitch...
Pileggi.
Yeah. I think he is the reason this character is good.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think that any old Joe, like, if they'd have gotten whoever...
Random.
Yeah.
Somebody.
I wonder if he had him in mind when he wrote it.
I'm not
sure.
I don't really know much about his filmography before the X-Files, to be honest with you. To know what he would have seen him in prior to this.
Oh, the old black cat. There's one on the door, too.
Oh, jeez.
That's great.
Just laughing as he goes by.
Oh, you're right. They do the dream thing again one more time in order to catch him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that I'm thinking about it.
Feels very Nancy and Glenn type of
Yeah,
thing.
it does.
But not that I'm holding any of it against the film. I'm just observing that.
But it's different enough.
I don't like that expression on
The
your
gaping
face.
mouth.
I'm emotionally compromised.
Right. Well, and here again, that shot, man.
That's a gag shot, really.
Yeah. It really is. And again, that's like, let's introduce
Yeah.
a little bit of comedy.
It's very Wes. Wes always had that wit to him a little bit.
Yeah.
He knew when to throw something in there and just make it chuckle.
Right. Well, I think he was a funny guy.
Oh, yeah.
I think he had a lot of humor, and a lot of people credit him as being a funny guy.
Yeah, I guess he always defied expectations. Like, if you saw all these films before you ever knew the man, your picture of him in your mind was completely different to what he was.
Right.
I mean, a lot of these horror movie directors, they're not at all reflective of the types of films they make. Especially Wes. He was just such a light personality. And kind of a goof, too. So.
And there, Pinker now saw in the news.
Yeah.
He tears out the photo. Now he's got reason to want to kill him.
Yeah.
We hear grunting because we think it's fucking, but it's not. That old trick. Like, anytime there's groaning off screen,
Yeah.
it's like, okay.
Yeah.
They've actually done it enough where you go, well, I got a 50-50 shot.
Yeah.
Whew, I could only do 2.
I'd be lucky if I got that far.
Oh, the Vibe-O-Matic.
Vibe-O-Matic.
Yeah.
There you go. That's high society living there.
Darn right. Wonder how many checks it took to rent to own that thing. Boots up on the sofa. I don't know what that poster is. It's very bizarre.
Yeah.
It is a rotary phone, I noticed.
Oh.
So I thought that was kind of unusual for 1989.
We don't have our potted jeans.
No potted jeans. Also 1989.
Art direction's lagging behind.
Good record collection on the
Yeah.
wall there.
Yeah.
Aww. I mean, it is pretty traumatic because that was his mom and his sister and his brother.
Yeah, something like that.
So,
He doesn't really show much of it at all. No.
Right, and maybe they were all adopted.
Yeah,
siblings, but still, he grew up in that house.
Obviously, Peter Berg looks a little older than the character is, but
I guess
probably good 15 years thereabout. 16 years.
Well, yeah, he's supposed to
I'm
be.
sure Berg was probably around at least 20 years old at the time.
Here?
I'd imagine.
Yeah, I would think he was 20, but
I think he was born 65 or so.
Oh, yeah, so he was
64, so he's like 25.
25 almost, yeah.
So.
And he's playing a high school?
High school kid.
Well, I don't know about that,
yeah.
but is that a Chevy Bel Air? It's not, yeah, it might be. I don't know. Good drawing there. I like that. Here's a little foreshadowing. Got some lightning. Oh, it is college.
Okay.
College football. So
Okay.
yeah, now
Okay.
if he's 20,
that's
21.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's nice. That's good. We'll accept that.
Horace Pinker it's a good name. It really is a good name.
Yeah.
Horace is a good name, and Pinker is just kind of a, it's got that hard sound in it.
Yeah.
And she's pretty.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no. A family of 5.
Jeez.
He's killed like 40 people. Now, I guess they thought that, or he probably thinks it's his, like he's the one who's got the ability to do it, so now it's his job. I mean,
Yeah.
because he did it once. I don't know.
Yeah, it's horror movie logic type of thing. It's another one of those things like, no one believes me, I have to take care of it myself, because...
Yeah, I guess. God, what a beautiful car.
Yeah.
It's a Thunderbird.
Once you get all those leaves off, it looks nice. Of course, it's California, where leaves, dead leaves.
Well, just like Halloween.
Yeah.
You're like, it's supposed to be...
But at least
fuck!
in Halloween, they try to make it Midwest.
Look at this scene.
Oh, hello. Holy cripe.
And they cut it off. So...
Leave you on the edge
Right.
of suspense. We're not going to throw it all at you right now.
Here we go where what you don't see is scarier
Yeah.
than what you do see.
Yeah.
But Mitch is such a scary looking guy.
Yeah.
That intensity and the scruff and those damn eyeballs.
And he is generally a big guy.
Yeah. Yeah. I always liked this. That the second one, the "You Better Go Home,"
Yeah.
I thought was, and he knows.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Yeah, you're right. Why would they let him in?
Yeah, it's... Okay.
I just, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's a crime scene.
Yeah, you contaminate the crime scene and all that.
He just did.
Yeah.
Jonathan, happy birthday, Horace Pinker. Oh my God. Like, there's no way.
Yeah.
Look at the blood. The handprints everywhere. And here we go again where, there probably isn't even that much blood in the body.
Yeah, no. I kind of like this, he didn't even change his clothes all the way. It's a nice kind of touch there.
Yeah, agreed. He ran right home. Beautiful casket. Good crying.
Yeah. Again, the cinematography here looks so... It feels a little ahead of its time from, 89. It doesn't feel like an 89 film.
This is my guy, Jacques.
Yeah, Jacques, he's putting together a smooth package here, visually.
I think she moved. Well, not everybody can lay still forever.
Yeah.
Here's another Craven
Yes.
scene here. I don't know. It's a
You make a supercut of these scenes.
yeah, he does these really well. I like, you've got the whole football team there. Beautiful flower arrangement. I never felt like there were enough people at the graveside, though. You know what I mean? Like for these funerals.
Yeah.
I feel like there should be 30 more people there.
Yeah.
Some weird, small-time college, too.
Yeah, I was just saying, you don't get the impression of a college because all you ever see is the freaking football field. You never see them actually, I don't think you ever see them actually inside
in school.
a
right.
school.
Which I guess is fine. You don't need
that.
to.
No. That's just what I'm guessing. Well, you get the impression that it feels more high school.
Yeah, I guess. So here he's going to pull a Glenn. Or, I guess, a Nancy.
Yeah.
The black guy is Glenn.
Yes.
And here we go again with the color timing dark so that you know it's a dream sequence now.
Yeah.
It's almost like monochrome.
Yeah. It's got that kind of almost soft focus type of thing going on. Or at least the fact that, the car's the only thing in focus and everything else is very kind of soft.
And it's beautiful in this Blu-ray.
Yeah.
I just think that like these scenes of
Yeah, they're intense.
they're scary.
Yeah.
And you know, maybe it's because, I mean, not to like get into too much here, but as a child, I actually witnessed like some domestic violence.
Ooh.
And maybe that is just like ingrained in me that that's a scary situation.
Yeah.
And like this guy is friggin' scary.
Yeah.
And it's not, he's not a masked man. He's
Yeah.
not disfigured.
Yeah.
He's just a big ass bad crazy dude. And to me that's a different kind of scary.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't have a hockey mask.
Yeah.
Where like that you'd be afraid of that because it's unnatural.
Yeah.
You know, it's jarring.
Yeah. But you got an actor here who's selling it all.
Right.
Fully. He's fully committed to the role, and you got Wes there, and the right cinematography, the right music stings. Everything is crafted for it. To make it tense, to make it scary, to just drive home those beats.
And it looks so much different here. Like, it's such a clear difference between the dream
when he
color timing.
Yeah, when we woke up, it was nice and warm and natural and whatnot.
But anyway,
Yeah.
I digress, or we digress again.
Yeah.
That this is just it's such a scary situation. I mean, in particular, the first one when he's in the bedroom and the mom's like hovering over the child, and it's like it's a hold my breath moment.
Yeah, yeah.
Evening Johnny. Now he's another good archetypal cop.
Yeah.
The trench coat.
Yeah.
He's such a trench coat kind of guy.
He's very much a character actor. I've seen him in a bunch of stuff.
And there's our guy Pastore, who was in Jason Lives. Deputy Cologne, yeah.
He gets
bang.
He gets possessed later on in a great scene.
I mean,
God damn. He's eating it up, man. He's so. I'm legit. It's
at
so
37
convincing.
years old. I'm afraid of this man.
It's so utterly convincing. It's just gonna rip her throat out.
It's been 30 years, and I'm still afraid of this man. And I never watched the X-Files. I know he was on the X-Files.
Yeah.
I did watch Sons of Anarchy, and he had a role on there, and very different than this role. But at the same time, like I watched it and I went, I'm still afraid of you.
Again, because he's got such a physical presence, and even in X-Files, he's playing just like a deputy director of the FBI, but he's such a big guy, such a large frame. He has a physically imposing presence in everything he does.
He's a babyface on the X-Files?
Pretty much, yeah. But he still knew how to throw his weight around it sometimes. So it's like, he's just he's such a great actor, and he has such a physical presence that just sells even the most subtle thing that he does.
Drop kick.
Oh.
Yeah. Maybe another reason I loved this movie as a kid. And then a suplex. So, yeah, I don't know. And, I feel like this is a fairly realistic fight sequence. Maybe not because, Peter Berg would get his ass kicked.
Yeah.
And this whole gimmick, like, ow.
Oh.
Can we talk about how much that would hurt? But, I don't know. I'm absolutely terrified of this man. And maybe that's one of the reasons that, sometimes you watch a movie as a kid and it's just it doesn't hold up.
Yeah.
Maybe one of the reasons that this one holds up for me is because at 9 or 10 when I watched it, it scared the shit out of me. He did.
Yeah.
And it worked every time.
Yeah.
Like, that never went away. He's still scary
The
to me.
performance holds up.
Yeah. You and me were killers. That's an interesting line. Well, I don't know why I'm, kayfabing this for everybody that is. You've all seen the movie because you're watching it with us now.
Yeah.
So you know what's going to happen. But yeah, little subtlety lines of dialogue there that. I don't even know the electric chair. Are there any states left that still have it as a possibility? I feel like Texas might.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe not. I don't know.
The lethal injection or gas chamber now.
Do they still do gas chamber?
Maybe.
Man, I don't know. That's a good line. I'll get box seats. Ooh, hard rock music.
Megadeth.
Is that who this is?
It's Megadeth covering No More Mr. Nice Guy.
Oh, right. No More Mr. Nice Guy is actually the tagline of the film. Like yeah.
So, pretty much, this entire sequence is here just to play the song, really.
Yeah.
It's this slow sequence of people just moving through a room.
But it's also, like, this is actually, in some ways, the electric chair is, like, almost a main character in this film.
It's a pivotal moment in the film.
And look at this shot.
Yeah.
This is another Haitkin.
This is a shock special,
a number one hit right here.
I mean, this has to be like a Steadicam. It feels like it's a dolly shot, but there's no dolly track.
Right. There cannot be a dolly track there.
Yeah.
And so he's done a complete 360.
Yeah.
This bitch. So far, this entire room has been one shot.
Yeah.
Which I guess Haitkin was never really known for that.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't really do that a lot.
Yeah.
Did he shoot The Thing?
No, that was Dean Cundey.
Dean Cundey, sure. Right, different director.
Yeah. He did shoot Elm Street 2, though.
Right. And we discussed that Elm Street 2 feels a lot like Elm Street 1.
Yeah.
In the feel of it.
Yeah.
So you're telling me he killed 35, 40 people and only 6, 8, 10, 12 of these people get to be there, and one of them's a cop? A TV in his cell. And so here he's like practicing.
Yeah.
Right?
He's making himself immune to electricity.
Immune to, right.
Shock.
This is like the old sell your soul kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's a little hokey.
Yeah.
It's a lot hokey. Don't get me wrong. It's a lot hokey.
It's a lot.
But I never really took it seriously, like it was a real thing that happened. I
mean, we already had some fantastical things in the film, so it's alleviated the groundedness of the film. It's opening itself up.
Right. If you've suspended your disbelief this far, and I never, like I said, I never really took that to be like a literal thing comes out of the TV.
Yeah.
I always kind of took it as almost a representation of.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, but kind of cool that he set up shop and sold his soul kind of situation, This always makes me laugh. He does the old 1, 2, 3 here. Third time's a charm, right? With the teeth. And then that.
Oh.
Come on. That's beautiful. That is a beautiful shot.
Oh.
It's so good.
Oh.
And my God, would
just
that
to
hurt.
make him a nastier character.
Finger licking good. Yeah. Yeah. And then this is natural, right? They just start kicking the shit out of him.
Yeah.
I would like to make or buy this outfit, and I would go as this is for Halloween. I would put on a bald cap, and I would put on that outfit, and I would be that for Halloween or some sort of cosplay event. That's how much this character means to me. I love him. I have seen Mitch do a little bit of the convention circuit. I've seen once in a while he'll show up, and he's never been at one that I've gone to.
Okay.
But at the same time, I'd almost be afraid to meet him. Like, look at the bad hair on the priest.
Oh yeah.
That's real bad.
It looks like plastic.
It does. It does. He's like a Ken doll.
It's like a Sam Donaldson hair.
Wow. And here we get one of the last, well, I wouldn't say one of the last scary scenes, but just some beautiful cinematography here,
Yeah.
and he low talks, and he's just
relishing it.
Yeah, and it just goes right through me. Look at this.
Nice and nice photography there, yeah, with the reflection and everything.
And these last words. Look at that shot. I mean, can you imagine sitting there and then you find out that he's talking right to you?
Yeah.
Only to find out that, he's basically saying, I'm your daddy.
Jesus.
Like, I mean, our happy home. When I hear the line "our happy home," I think of that scene right there. And oh my God,
it's a dark connotation.
It really is. It's so dark. And here he reveals that he's the one that shot him in the knee for the limp.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, this is heavy shit,
this
right?
This is heavy shit.
And that face.
And how much he fucking loves every second of it.
I mean, I bet they just said, be as twisted as you want.
Oh, yeah. Go all for it. Oh, yeah.
He's got a little Russell Crowe in him, huh?
A little.
A little plastic head there. That face. I mean, it's like, oh, God damn it. And I realize, this was like the cover of the art, the cover art from the
poster.
I feel like this would be the worst thing possible.
Yeah.
Oh my, look at that.
Oh.
That actually looks more like, that looks better than what Freddy Krueger looked like in 1989.
Yes. Freddy
Krueger looked like a piece of rubber. And I don't know why they couldn't get that. Like, that's what Fred Krueger should look like.
Well, that's what Wes Craven demands,
Right.
He gets the best.
And she already made a comment about how she didn't think that this was right. And here we get electricity between him and her. We get some real dramatic effects here. I mean, that's scary. I love this. I'm scared. I'm scared of the electric chair. I'm scared of Horace Pinker. Get in there, Russell Crowe. There's chaos. I like the smoke.
Yeah.
Another good Steadicam shot.
Yeah.
And the lighting is beautiful for a scene where, the power has gone out essentially. And they're only using emergency lighting.
Yeah.
I think it's really well lit.
Absolutely.
He's got really good ability to look like he can't believe what's going on.
Yeah.
He has the look of unbelievability on his face. He's really good at that.
He's been very, very expressive the whole time.
And there you go. Then you get an out because the dad says, well, it's been in the paper, so he just made it up because he read it in the paper. But he knows better.
Yeah.
He knows better. I don't know where I can get that costume, though. Now I really want one. Look at that.
Oh.
Still smoking. And here we get a little more of the supernatural.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of goofy.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's
well
cool.
done.
Yeah.
It's not a hokey effect whatnot. It looks
right.
nice.
And there's a little comedic
little beat there, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not exactly proper procedure to have her bouncing her head
Right,
around.
right. Suddenly she's alive and fine and good
Walking
to go.
About, yeah.
Which I like. That's good. And how come half the football team just gets to stand in the,
stand around
in the, prison?
Yeah. Look at that assault rifle.
Look at that mustache. Holy shit.
That's a life of its own.
Oh, God. That's like Chinese. Yeah, he was like a Chinaman. She looks good. Oh, bitch.
Oh.
So, they actually lowered her voice.
Yeah.
I assume in post.
Yeah.
Kind of like they did for Robert Englund.
Yeah.
And that's not a good sign.
Yeah.
He only made it a few blocks. And here's that thing.
Hitchcock
The
shot.
Hitchcockian shot.
Yeah.
And he's the one who invented that, right?
Yeah, a cinematographer did it or something like that. Like Spielberg used it, and everyone else in the fucking universe
everybody,
used it.
Everybody uses it. Go home and get drunk. So, I don't know how anybody could have lived out of this.
Yeah.
But I know that they find old Pastore over here in the...
Yeah. Flung 50 feet from the crash site.
I can't believe that when we did Jason Lives, I was like, I know I've seen this guy, but I couldn't place him. But I knew, for whatever reason...
We were the same outfit.
I had a brain fart. Yeah, you're right. He is in the same outfit. And that one came first.
Yeah.
He went from that set to this one.
You put him in hibernation for 3 years, comes out for Shocker.
Oh, God, I guess it was 3 years, wasn't it?
Yes. That's why he's a little heavier, this one.
He is. There's that look of, what the hell is going on?
What the fuck is going on?
Waterbed. I don't know.
Look at that console TV.
Beautiful. You ever sleep on a waterbed?
My parents had one.
I don't know how I feel about them. They're okay. I feel like they're a lot of work.
It's too much work, yeah. It's too much hassle. Especially if they spring a leak, then you're screwed.
They're hard to get out of.
Yeah. You have to kind of roll out of them.
Yeah, it's a
Flat
little
on your
weird.
face or some shit.
I feel like this is not the same bed that he... It has to be, though. It has to be the same bed.
Yeah.
He's in the same apartment.
Yeah.
I just remember that scene when she answers the phone and he finds out that his family's been killed. It didn't feel like a waterbed. I could be wrong. And here we have the real dark, the blue.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what? When I'm watching this Blu-ray, now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like the dream sequences, whoa.
Hey, hello.
She's got a whole, like, jungle behind her. The dream sequences are noticeably blue in this, on the Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Now, I haven't watched the standard def in a long time.
Okay.
But I feel like it's not as harsh of a delineation.
Okay.
It's just darker, in my opinion. I mean, I feel like there's the hint of blue, because obviously that's a, you know, they did it.
Craven thing, yeah. I mean,
I just feel like it's much more noticeable on this restoration here.
Yeah.
So, oh yeah, here's another little, whatever visual effect that is.
Yeah.
And here we have the bright
warmth of the day.
I pulled something out of my dream.
Oh.
This is the same damn movie. No wonder I love it. TV static. Look at that.
That's a classic LA skyline shot. Little sunset behind it or whatever.
This is a terrible,
Sunrise.
terrible skyline.
Yes, it is.
Terrible.
It's like the anti-skyline.
Some good wainscoting there. And needs a bath, though. I mean, shit. Wash your walls once in a while, you slob. I don't know how he would be able to sleep one wink in this house where his, you know, longtime girlfriend
got murdered.
Murdered and, like, drained of every ounce of blood.
And I was having haunting visions of her.
I guess they are painting in this room. They just haven't gotten to the other room yet.
Yeah. But he has the Vibe-O-Matic.
The Vibe-O-Matic is still there, kicking.
Massage your worries
Do they do
away.
the armchair gimmick here? I think they do at some point. What good was that? Why did you even sit down?
He sat in there for 3 seconds.
I wouldn't even be able to look at the house.
Yeah.
If my loved ones were murdered.
Yeah.
I forget which one it was that we were doing. We were doing one where, a commentary here where I had a beef about somebody's family had just been murdered, and he wasn't
distraught.
He wasn't distraught about it.
Feels very recent.
It was. It must have been one of the Fridays.
Yeah.
Well, sure. No reason to not open the door.
Yeah.
Conveniently, there's a message right on the on the machine about the guy that's standing at the door. There's a word for that. That
contrivance.
Well, no, there's like a cinematic word.
Oh.
And I'm surprised you don't know it. For that, like that timing of like hearing something on, like coming into the room right at the time
I can come up with.
No, there's like a one word for it. Like when somebody turns on the radio and it's right at the news broadcast that they need to hear or something.
You're thinking Deus Ex Machina. I don't think that's it, though. That's...
I don't know. Well, whatever.
Coming up here, I think, is another shot where you see the steady cam operator.
Oh, you see it, actually?
I think so. I think it's coming up here shortly. I actually stopped the film and rewound it. Yeah, it's coming up right here. There you see. See the shadow of him right on.
I didn't even see it. Right on him?
Yeah. The shadow of the camera operator was right on him.
And here is the limp. And so suddenly, now you kind of get an idea of what's been going on. running through the park. I don't know if old Pastore is doing a very good job of this limp. Like, sometimes he does it right, and sometimes...
Yeah. Well, we didn't see him running with the limp before. That's the problem. Now he is.
So he gets it. And he gets shot.
Yeah.
Like... Man, getting shot would be really awful. I can't even imagine. I know in our last one I claimed that I wanted to be shot, but maybe I was mistaken. I don't know. That now see there's a great line. Is that like the midpoint? Is that the midpoint of this movie? You should have picked a better body.
Kinda, yeah, it is.
I feel like that's a great line for a midpoint.
I mean, it's so interesting. I mean, it's goofy and everything, but the fact that any body you inhabit still retains the limp.
Yeah.
It's such a goofy thing.
Well, that's how you know it's him.
Yeah, I know.
Although, moments like this of the real body, you know, the real person. Now, I forget. As soon as he leaves, then that person is dead, I believe. Yeah, I've seen this movie 200 times. You'd think I'd remember. It's not 200. I'm kidding. I only speak in hyperbole. Can you imagine jogging? You're on a jog. You're running through the park. And you've got a shot guy. You got a down cop. Kind of looks like Anthony Rapp.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, how great is this? He shoots the kid.
Oh.
Although...
Just for the fuck of it.
Now, well, no, he wants to get into the body. He's got to switch bodies. But why would he shoot the kid in the back where he's going to die?
Exactly.
I mean, shoot the kid in the bad knee, and that way the limp is...
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. You're already limping. And there we go. So now what we'd only suspected, now we actually, have seen the physical switch there.
So it's reminded me of the Denzel Washington movie Fallen, if you ever saw
I
that.
have seen Fallen, yeah. Obviously that was 15 years later.
About 98. So 9 years after.
Oh, 10 years, yeah. Look at those geese. That brown goose there, that looked kind of delicious.
Oh, this is great.
I do like this girl. Kind of a cute little kid. She's got her training wheels. Got this assortment of fowl crossing the... Why did the chicken cross the road? Oh. To get away from this ugly sweater. And bad makeup.
Yeah.
God. Why do people insist on wearing makeup?
Oh.
Look at that. That's terrible.
Jeez. Khaki's only upper.
Well.
Only upper backside.
Upper ass. Khaki's up the ass. Look at this. How awesome is this? He's pulled off. I mean, look at that.
Yeah.
And she spits on him, right?
Yeah. Just so you know.
She's my favorite incarnation.
Oh, yeah.
Look at, she's got the limp. God
better than
damn
the last guy, you know?
Talk about a good body to have. You could live in this one for a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, I love that. I mean, what kind of, like, does her parents have to sign a waiver, right? Like,
something like that, yeah.
That, this 9-year-old kid can say, fuck her?
Probably, I don't know.
And she yelled it with such authority. Like, this kid's probably never sworn before.
Well, you see Wes Craven in his, like, cardigan sweaters, like, oh, this guy's harmless.
Right. Can you imagine? I bet that, like, made the entire crew laugh like a son of a bitch.
And Wes was probably the first one to belt out a
Right.
laugh.
Wes, I was probably like, oh, we need to shoot that again. Let's shoot it 9 times. Here we have our second film in a row now where somebody's tried to run somebody over with a piece of equipment, construction equipment.
Peter Berg needs some of those armor-piercing rounds.
Why is it here that she doesn't transfer the body to him?
I don't know.
You son of a bitch, she says. And here, how great is this? The mom only sees him touching the girl.
Yeah. Guy with a freaking bleeding arm and everything.
And now she thinks he's like after her daughter. This is pretty great writing.
Yeah. What a nice steady cam work there too. I mean, like, camera movement and this whole thing's really smooth.
And
like
oh god, with the
there you go.
with the with the sweats too. That And here she realizes what's going on. Now that's kind of a little supernatural, but at the same time, I don't mind it. Because, whatever.
Yeah. And I like how this almost is like a TV on the fritz.
Yeah.
The effect of him here.
Right. Because it all ties together.
Yeah.
It's a TV on the fritz is a great analogy. Damn, that's good. And this hunky construction worker, I mean, this guy's straight out of a softcore porn calendar. Like this
calendar.
is Mr. October right here. I mean, I guess he has bad teeth, but whatever. And I never understood how it didn't fall off. Like, there's no ring or no necklace attached to that. But that was pretty way the hell out there. So, it's switched a bunch of times, but I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I think that they've set up the rules
Yes.
and followed them quite nicely.
Yes.
First of all, he'd also still be down from that kick of the dick. He wouldn't be up from that yet.
He'd be rolling around for a while.
And here, again, the next scene, we have a guy who disbelieves.
Yeah.
And is basically saying, you're an idiot. This can't be.
Yeah.
But we as audience go, well, we know it is.
Yeah.
We just saw it.
Yeah.
The 9-year-old said, fuck her. And here they've got kind of the old Nancy Thompson idea again. Like, let's just grab him and break his neck.
Yeah.
Then we'll break his neck. Woo! I like it.
Yeah.
Now, how exactly does he know what the rules are about using up the body and then killing the body?
Yeah, because I mean the only body that he was in a freaking car wreck that he saw was on his last leg. So I mean that makes sense that he would be dying, and everyone else was in for about 30 seconds.
Right.
So
I always thought it was completely unreasonable that he thought that he could find this trinket in the lake.
yeah, that's a stretch. It's a large stretch.
You could be standing 3 feet off the shoreline.
And you wouldn't see anything.
And you drop a ring or a whatever, you're not going to find
goodbye.
that. Yeah.
Kiss it goodbye. It's gone.
I mean, and so he's going to swim to the middle and then go down?
Yeah.
I think I know where it is. Fuck you.
Especially,
you don't know anything.
Especially when they get back there, it's like freaking nighttime. You
Right.
can't see
Why would
jack
you go
crap
at night?
Anyway.
Why wouldn't you take a flashlight? Why is this hunky Mr. October underneath the stairs in the gymnasium?
Why is he just hanging around? Why is he killing some dudes?
I mean, and that's good. I like that he thinks that, well, he didn't believe me. They left us hanging.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I think so far it still holds up. It's gone.
Yeah.
It's gone from scary to supernatural. It went from like straight horror to supernatural film.
Yeah.
And we haven't quite transitioned to full on comedy, but we'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
And the pacing's been tight.
Yeah, it's
Doesn't
really
feel like
it's been
there's any flab or anything.
no, it's been moving along.
It's very compacted. There's a lot of ground covered here, and we're only like an hour in.
I mean, we're moving along like he's moving from body to body.
Yeah. That's a nice shot. I like that.
This here?
Yeah, this whole dolly thing, the lighting.
You think this is a dolly?
Yeah.
It's probably the
might have
steady
been.
cam.
Might have been. Either way.
It's blue enough that makes
Yeah.
you think that maybe it could be a dream sequence also.
Could be, yeah. Yeah, they shot this just at the right hour to get all the light on the lake and all that type of stuff. It's this whole film's like Jacques' cinematographer reel.
Yeah. He is so underrated.
Yes.
And horror films don't get enough credit
Yeah.
for anything.
Anything. Even especially from your beloved Oscars.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, cinematography and editing and visual effects.
Yeah.
And, I mean, maybe so... Okay, fine. So screenwriting and acting and directing and all those hoity-toity awards.
Yeah.
But, like, you're telling me that costume design or... Makeup couldn't go to it this year?
Yeah.
For 2017?
Yeah.
I mean, seriously? I think that contends with any makeup or costume.
Yeah.
And because it's a horror movie, the Academy's going to go, fuck it.
Yeah. Turn
So,
the nose up at it.
here we got Jacques, this world-class DP.
Yeah.
And he's not going to get any credit because his resume is A Nightmare on Elm Street and this fucking thing.
Yeah, and a few other things here.
Which is probably how it's looked at in Hollywood. Like, oh wait, he did that Freddy Krueger movie and that other fucking one. Which means this one. But this is a beautiful film.
Yeah.
And okay, that's a little supernatural. Okay. But maybe we're in a dream. I don't know. Actually, it's not supernatural because it's him.
Yeah.
And he's got the knife. I like the fact that it's usually a knife is the go-to weapon.
Yeah.
So there's consistency there as far as an MO. There's the leg over the thing, which means now we know that he's Pinker.
Yeah.
It's so good. And there's the line, "No more Mr. Nice Guy."
Yeah.
Which, I don't know, it's cliche, but
Yeah.
at the same time, it's kind of cool.
Yeah. And it's also, and again, it's nice that he's embodying someone that is a friend. So it's like he makes it so he doesn't want to have to kill this guy, but that's the only way he's going to be able to stop Pinker.
Right. And in the first, it worked with Pastore because he didn't know that was a thing yet.
Yeah.
And so it was like, oh, here's a trusted person, but you're acting weird, so maybe I shouldn't trust you.
Yeah.
And here it's, you're a trusted person, so I will just, like nothing ever happened, and then now he's been given a reason to not trust him.
Yeah. I'm just looking over Jacques' filmography. It's like there's not big films to him. He did like The Hidden in '87 for Jack Shoulder. He did like Wishmaster, Maniac Cop 3. He never really got to do the big films.
Pac-Man.
And now he's like, but he works as like second unit DP on The Fate of the Furious.
Really?
He's second unit director of photography.
Huh.
He's second unit director of photography on Kong Skull Island. He's not the main cinematographer. He's working the second unit stuff to match someone else's cinematography style.
Wow. So he's like
Same
almost
thing on
there.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 that came out the other year. Captain America Civil War. He's working on big films, but he's not the main cinematographer anymore, which is crazy to me.
That is crazy. Although I don't know if I'd necessarily want him doing like a Marvel film.
Yeah, I mean, he did it for a couple Marvel films: X-Men First Class, Fast Five, The Expendables.
The Expendables is a fun movie.
Yeah. I mean,
I like all of them, actually.
his big films are ones he wasn't the main DP on, which is just bizarre to me.
I like that they did the different voices.
Yeah. It just we get back to the other shot. Just look how clean the image is with this optical effect on her.
Yeah, the fact that she's got the optical effect, he doesn't. They're standing right next to each other.
And it looks clean and crisp as if it was a digital effect today.
Right. I mean, and maybe they shot it separately and overlaid it. But,
Yeah.
But
I mean, with optical composite, if you don't have the opacity all the way up, it does create a cleaner thing. But still, I've seen some stuff done like this. It doesn't look anywhere close to this good.
right. And you're right, that TV on the Fritz is...
Yeah. It's got everything kind of going a little bit out of registration or whatnot. Just kind of...
And here we have our good versus evil,
Yeah.
which is kind of the root of everything, right?
Yeah. Again, she's got such a good look at just the eyes or whatnot. There's just something with her eyes that has this haunting feel to it.
And they'd put her in white,
Yeah.
so that helps.
Yeah.
And there you can see where she's overlapping.
Yeah, a
and-
little bit. There's a little bit of feathering done on the matte line.
Well, yeah, because she was like
Yeah.
kneeling where his
Because-
leg was,
yeah,
so you can tell that they weren't
They're
in the...
rotoscoping around as his leg moves in the frame, but it's still quality.
Yeah,
I've seen some shit effects on it with
Oh, me
optical
too.
effect stuff.
me too. I like that you can see through him,
Yeah.
but either way, I mean,
Yeah.
so obviously they're not in the same spot, and they just laid him on top,
Yeah.
but she actually kind of looks smaller.
Yeah.
Man, that's what TVs used to look like.
Yeah.
It's so brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, and here's the finger, because
Yeah.
Craven loves a extended
Extended-
extended body part gimmick.
Yeah. So
And
nice.
here, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right?
Yeah.
And you know what? Even this effect of the little lightning going around
Yeah.
his body,
It's quality. Real good quality.
that I've seen similar things to that look really bad.
Yeah, I mean, this
in
is-
movies that came out within the last 10 years.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
And this looks better.
This is up to quality of this is what Richard Edlund would do on like Big Trouble in Little China and Ghostbusters, stuff like that. I mean, it's crisp and clear. It's probably done in like high resolution film stock to get that quality, which for something probably of this budget typically wouldn't be done.
Right, and Craven probably at this point had a whole lot of clout,
Clout.
not kraut. There's a Freudian slip.
Sauerkraut.
You know, with the studios.
Yeah.
And I didn't pay attention. What studio was this here?
Universal.
Universal. Okay, so you know, they probably said, you know, here, basically do whatever you want.
Yeah.
And even
Visual effects coordinator Jonathan Craven, son.
I think so.
Let's see.
Visual effects coordinator.
52 years old. Born in 65. Maybe it's a...
No relation. Could be. Johnson and Johnson, no
I would
relation.
say I worked on Last House on the Left, Hills Have Eyes 2.
Oh, okay. So maybe it is a
Hills
family.
Have Eyes 2. No, these are the remakes.
Oh.
Wait a second.
So.
No, Wes is his father.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wes was like 70 or something
Yeah.
when
And
he
the same
passed.
65 was pretty early.
So yeah, I mean, if he was
Yeah.
20 years younger.
Because he Yeah, I recognize on the crest. So yeah, it was his son.
So here's the scene where maybe Don finally starts to believe him. And I don't know if he would even be also still working a case with his family.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's a little weird.
Yeah. Little movie exaggeration or everything just for sake of the plot.
And at this point, they're kind of like, well, we don't know what to do. But again, he still potentially could be looking at his own son / adopted son as the killer.
Yeah.
Because now Pinker is dead, and here's more dead bodies.
And him with all the crazy talk.
Right.
From their perspective, anyway.
And here again,
Yeah.
you know, maybe, you know, I thought that he was starting to believe him, and then he comes in here.
Gotta take you in. That's what he says.
I mean, and that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's logical.
Yeah.
We've actually brought some logic back into this illogical story.
Yeah. I mean, any other director saying this could come off as a total disaster house. There's a
I agree.
disaster zone of tone and stuff like that, but Wes just knows to carry the feeling through from everything. And that, nothing feels like it totally deviates too far from where it started out from.
And
might
that
be
was
a little bit more this way or a little bit that way, but it knows where its
it's
center
the same
is.
feel, yeah.
Yeah.
I like that he
Yeah.
got the spark.
Yeah. And they're not
And at this
showing
point,
it off to you what the deal is.
at this point, you've now taught the audience
Yeah.
what that is.
The subtlety of it.
And so now the audience, you don't have to.
It's in their head.
Right. You don't have to explain it. They go, oh, wait, a spark. I bet that means. And there it is.
Have it reveal it through his eyes, not the audience's eyes.
And then the smile. It's so good.
Oh.
I mean, come on. How good is that, really? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's still, again, it's a supernatural thing, but I feel like, and I like that musical cue, too. I don't know what, but that little theme or cue has occurred multiple times throughout this, and I just think it's catchy.
Yeah.
Again, they set up the rules.
Uh-huh.
I'm following along. I'm with you on the journey. I'm there.
And like I said before, it doesn't lag anywhere to let you kind of like just sit there and contemplate the whole thing. It just like it keeps moving somewhere.
Right. You don't actually have time to sit and question everything.
Yeah, because I mean, if you sit in a film that has ridiculous concepts and it lets you sit there for like 10, 12 minutes, and it doesn't give you anything, you're sitting there just looking at the film, then you start thinking too much about it.
All you do is notice what's wrong.
Yeah. You're just like, realize just how shit the film is and whatnot if it just leaves you sitting there with nothing.
You little fuck.
So yeah, I mean, if you got a film that even has wacky stuff in it, if it keeps it moving forward, it keeps it energetic and entertaining, that's all you really need.
Right.
And that's all, because that's all it's demanding of you.
Well,
as long as it does its part.
It needs to follow the rules. Follow its own rules.
As long as it does its part in the whole situation, you can do your part and still remain interested in it and keep going with it as long as it maintains that agreement between the film and the audience.
Where are they? I thought it said a TV studio or a movie studio. I thought it said a movie studio. Which, they've now gone up like way in the air. Like if it was a TV studio, I think I would buy this a little more.
Yeah.
But there's still plenty more. You see what I mean?
Yeah, TV
it's
studio.
a TV studio.
Yeah.
But a TV studio. Oh wait, no, that is right. TV studio is the one that would have the antenna. I'm drunk. What do you? Never mind. Oh, God damn it. Television. Warning, television transmission? You're warning me that a transmission is happening right now?
For everyone who's made it to the very top of the build of this TV studio, this is what this is. If you
Right.
have to get up here and don't
Right.
realize what this is.
Right, there's a sign up there. This is the catwalk. This is, I don't know if this is like a green screen or a painting or
there was movement in the background. I think there's probably like a rear projection.
Rear projection, okay.
Yeah, this is probably all front projection.
Danger. Stay clear of dish.
Yeah.
You're right, there's another shitty sign that would not actually exist.
Yeah.
And that's only about 20 stories up.
Yeah.
That's about
maybe
70. Yeah.
It's a lot more than that.
And here, in the scene with the coach, we already know that it's potentially possible.
He can reach them to some degree.
Like, that's bad. That's like 10 stories up. And that's like a million stories up.
Yeah.
But yeah, rear projection. Like, I could see, maybe this is one thing that the Blu-ray makes look worse, is, you know, the fact that it looks like they're standing on a stage with some shit coming from behind. Like, this looks...
I mean, this looks better than some other front or rear projection I've seen before, where at least it's nighttime, and you don't try to sell a vibrant image that's all washed out in the background. At least has...
That's a good point.
You can at least sell it as like a atmospheric haze in the background.
Sure, yeah. LA, it's smoggy.
Yeah.
Is that a harness? Oh. You know, see by his foot there? Maybe not, I don't know.
I think it's just a crossbar.
Okay.
No, I think, there's...
Yeah, that vertical
line. There's a wire
line
going up there at the top of the frame.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay.
I'm nationwide. So that's a little hokey.
Welcome to Primetime Bitches already taken.
You're right. You're right.
It would have been better here. It would have made better sense in this one if he could have stolen it. He would have taken it. Trust me.
I'm pretty sure that was actually some sort of harness or...
Yeah, you can still see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So...
Oh well.
Uh-huh.
So, I guess my only beef here is that the TV broadcast is not... The TV's powered by electricity.
Yeah.
But the broadcast isn't an electricity signal.
Yeah. It's radio waves.
Right. So there's a smidge of an error, but you know what? We've already made it this far, so fuck it.
You're an hour and a half in.
Right.
You're too far invested to give
up now. If you think that right now we're going to roll credits, oh, you are sadly mistaken, my friends. Here we go, John Tesh. Now it's a copycat murder, which is okay. I like that. You know...
And this does make it national news, then, if they're trying to sell as entertainment. That doesn't make sense. Why would this be on Entertainment Tonight?
No, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that it was... They just used him as a newscaster. But...
Crossing my signals
okay, so
here.
now... You're right, because he's legitimately on Entertainment Tonight.
Yeah.
So, okay, so how is... This is even a pretty great premise that he comes out through the TV, murders you, and then goes back in.
Yeah.
Like, even that as a premise is an okay premise.
Yeah.
The problem is that we're gonna shoot it like a comedy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If they'd have kept the tone using that premise, kept the tone the same as the first three-quarters of the movie, this movie might have been a classic.
Yeah.
But I feel like it gets the bad rap because of the end.
Yeah. I mean, and since I hadn't seen this thing in so long, it's like that was the most prevalent thing in my mind is this last 20 minutes or so.
And it's so jarring.
Yeah.
Because it's such a stark difference, you know?
And it is so totally out there. It's practically slapstick. It's like a Bugs Bunny cartoon.
Right. And Maryville has their own light and power? I mean, I guess. But, I don't know. Don't most states have, like, power companies that aren't based on the town?
Yeah.
And now here, would they even be allowed in this house? It's only been a couple weeks, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I don't even know if this house is still a crime scene, in my opinion. I can't imagine he would even be able to go in this room.
Yeah.
And even if he was legally allowed in this room, how would he mentally want to go in this room?
Yeah.
It's that's a good Jew newscaster.
I was waiting for you to bring it up.
You were?
I was waiting for you. I mean,
well, that guy's a Jew through and through.
I mean,
Come on.
Look at the hair.
That guy's name is like Ira Goldstein. I'm an honorary Jew. It's okay. I can say that.
Yes. That's why I was waiting for you to say it.
No, it's a. I like that line. No, it's a lock. They got all the bad hair and the. Okay, here's our blue again. Super blue.
That's you start off the cinematography reel with this shot.
And there's our fog, so we know it's a dream.
Yeah, yeah.
And I mean, okay, come on. Like, this is the one thing I take umbrage with. And I brought this up earlier.
Yeah.
Like, of all the stupid shit that takes place in this movie, this is the one thing I hang my... I get caught up on.
It's been like at least a few days since he got thrown in there.
That shit is gone, dude. And you know what? They use the ghost, basically, to bring it back here, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, fine. I just don't even know why anybody would try. Like, he can't even touch the bottom, right? So,
probably not.
You're telling me that...
He wasn't going to do feel around for
right.
it?
You're going to dive down, cover a couple square feet, and then...
Pop back up for another... Look, he spends like 5 seconds underwater. He can't even get to the bottom of it in that time. See, if they made him like instead of a football player, if he was like a swimmer or whatnot... Like smidgen of something there.
Maybe.
Just think a smidgen.
Yeah, but then he wouldn't have all those jockey friends.
Like a microcosm of slight more believability.
I mean,
that's nice.
Yeah,
I like
isn't that pretty?
That's beyond words, man. That is inspired.
Yeah, I mean, it's scary in its own way.
Yeah, but beautiful
and
as
beautiful.
well.
Yeah. The TV comes on.
Oh.
I like it.
Yeah.
And then we have this, which I'm even okay with because he's in the TV channel.
Yeah.
It's fine. I mean, okay.
Yeah.
I get it. He can basically look through your TV. There's a kind of a concept that I think is neat.
Yeah.
It's kind of original.
I mean, how many times when I was a kid or whatnot, it was like, you always had maybe like a sneaking suspicion or whatnot, just like a overactive imagination that would happen.
That you could either go in or something could come out.
Or just someone could see you through the TV or something.
Yeah. I mean, and how creepy of a thought is that? Like, even if it's just that invasion of privacy feeling.
Yeah. I mean, there have been films like Videodrome, a little bit of Poltergeist,
right.
The Ring later on. They just kind of dabble in that idea a little bit, but this is like all the way into it. As far into the idea as you can go.
What is this, like, leather raincoat?
Yeah.
They're all wearing the same one? Is it like a school raincoat? And here, I mean, The Ring ain't got nothing on this.
Oh,
for
no.
me.
Fuck no.
I mean, okay, so that the scene in the scene in The Ring is scary as shit.
It's scary, yeah.
But, I mean...
It was at least scary the first time I saw it.
Right.
Because you didn't see it coming.
How cool is the idea that he can come out of the TV and then murder you?
Yeah.
And here's all of these...
This is Night of the Living Dead right here.
Yep, and that's a little... Oh my, even complete with dorky guy with glasses.
Yeah.
And black guy, right? There was wasn't there a black guy in...
Oh, yeah. I don't want to say a name because it's probably going to be the wrong one, but yeah. The remake was Tony Todd.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Tom Savini directed remake.
Part of the time I think she's really pretty, and part of the time I think she's hideous.
She's got a little bit of... She's a little gaunt.
In the face.
Yeah. That gives that kind of teetering on the edge of two different things there. Yeah.
We need more cash for Christ. God, that's good. Let it rain dollars for Christ. This is something I would write. Did I write this? I might have written this. Let it rain dollars for Christ. I'm gonna get that on a tattoo.
Right across your back and blazing.
Yep. Let it rain dollars for Christ. But I'm gonna get it with that orange jumpsuit with the black and white checker. Look like the
just tattoo the
jumpsuit.
Tattoo the jumpsuit on your body.
Send your dollars to Jesus now. I want the sign to be in that font with the orange and black and white. Hashtag dollars for Christ. Oh, there's the armchair.
We're gonna get very strange tweets on this one.
I hope so. I hope so. That chair has eyeballs.
Like Ghostbusters didn't have this shit.
Uh-oh. Now the chair is Horace Pinker.
Well, that's what you want. You want
he's half man, half chair.
You want a Horace Pinker chair.
Yes! Can we mark it up?
An inflatable Horace Pinker chair.
Where the bottom half is a lazy boy and the top half is Mitch Pileggi. I can see it now.
This proves our theory that the more insane the film gets, the more hilarious the commentary becomes, because that one just got really silly.
Now it's
really
fucking
out there.
Tinkerbell is going around here. There's a World War II movie happening.
That's Bridge on the River Kwai or something.
Oh no, that's a lot
Kwai
less.
on the Western Front.
Bridge on the River Kwai is actually kind of a good movie. It won Best Picture, 1957.
Alec Guinness won his Oscar for that.
Yeah. That famous whistle chant, or whistle.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the marching whistle. I think it came from that. I'm so impressed with this burn head.
Yeah.
And it actually does kind of look like they just put a bald cap on him and then colored the edges, but
Yeah.
like they painted the bald cap and then just kind of...
Yeah.
So, okay. He comes out of the TV. Like, at this point, it's still silly, but I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
And now, you know, he's got his token. And now it's a little... okay.
Now we're getting crazy.
So, now you're like, wait a minute. What? I mean, they're in a World War II film.
It's not bad effects, I'll tell you that.
And the guys, they said, who's that guy? There's Leave It to Beaver.
Oh, boy. That's Alice Cooper's guitarist, Kane Roberts, in the background.
Alice Cooper there,
Alice, yeah.
The Hindenburg.
The Hindenburg, of course. Right.
So now they're just fighting through
Right,
whatever somebody's watching on the television.
Freaking boxing.
Kick his ass, he yells. John Tesh. Now I do kind of think that this is hilarious. That's a great gag.
That's great.
It's great that they... Because he's on TV and that, you know, I don't know. That's funny. This doesn't feel like... I don't know. These feel like old movies.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like a TV show.
This feels like something out of UHF with Weird Al Yankovic.
Which I also have on Blu-ray from
Shout
Factory. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's these are movies, and it doesn't feel like...
This feels like it's... What film did this come from?
Right. As opposed to somebody flipping TV channels.
Yeah.
Like, there's not a sporting event, there's not a talk show, there's not a game show.
Yeah.
That are TV shows.
This is all public domain footage crap.
Right. And so, it's a little weird. Like, other than John Tesh, which was the best of all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's why it was the best, because it's the one that felt like a TV show.
Yeah.
So, here we've got our fat lady eating popcorn, and the giant cat portrait behind on the TV is amazing. I need that kitten in my life. Look at the suit that this guy's wearing, plaid on plaid.
I'm looking at the suede lampshade here too.
Dunkin' Donuts cup, their logo hasn't changed. Right there on the counter. Look at...
I'm just overwhelmed by the set decoration.
The clock. And here we've got a full-on comedy going.
Yeah.
So I've completely dismissed this, and... Oh, here we go. Raining dollars for Jesus.
I'll tell you, John Tesh is a sport. He was even a Klingon in an episode of Next Generation of Star Trek.
If the whole thing had been like this, where they went through TV shows...
Yeah, something established in the continuity of the show.
Right, a game show, something.
Yeah.
Now he's changing the channel. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Now we're in Sally's room.
So
and the Jew was like, oh my God, I can't believe the guy actually pulled it off. And this... oh my God, we're about to get a little even crazier now.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna get a little Bugs Bunny on us.
Yeah. So it's not as bad as Freddy's Dead, which is saying something.
And now we've actually switched back to scary.
Yeah.
At this point, because like that guy's fucking scary.
Yeah.
Like, I'm back to being scared now.
Yeah.
Like, I get this feeling inside of me when I see him that I'm tense. And it all stems from being a child. And I really want to meet him. I really do. And I want to shake his hand, and I want to know that he's not scary. You know what I mean? Like, I need closure.
You need to break the reality
that
you perceive.
I need to tell him that I'm afraid of him. Yeah, and have some therapy. So, well, you can't really do that with a remote.
No.
I mean, I get the idea.
Make more sense if he was trapped inside of a Nintendo Wii.
Well, that's kind of
that's the idea.
Yeah. Now he's hitting himself in the head.
Yeah.
Oh, now he's jumping on the bed. I mean, that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
But really, it's like, But now we're back to scary.
Yeah. It was nice they had a little transition there from the video footage back in the film. I like that.
I just really love that makeup.
Yeah.
On his head. Chip off the old block. I've always really creeped out by the Raggedy Ann and Andy on the wall.
The big eyes or something like that.
Well, my mom actually has always been a big fan of Raggedy Ann and Andy. She had the dolls, and at one point when I was a kid, she and the guy she was seeing dressed up as Raggedy Ann and Andy for Halloween one year. And it was really cool. It was a really great costume with the hair made out of like a mop, dyed, and I don't know. There's just that's another thing that I just kind of associate with my childhood, and to see him so big and jarring on the wall is like weird for me.
It's imposing.
So, is this the Freddy Krueger, like, they pulled him out of the dream? He's out of the TV, so now he's real, and now we can kill him again?
Maybe, yeah.
Because they killed the power to the TV station. Yeah, rebel, 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 rebel. Good move. Good move. Welcome to prime time, bitch.
Twisted on his head, people. We teased you. Told you it wasn't going to happen. It happened.
And I feel like it goes back and forth from reality, or like scary and stupid enough to where you're like, oh, this is dumb, but I like this. This is pretty good. And then you kind of forget.
It doesn't stick on one thing too long to really have it adversely affect the moment.
Right. But I still don't like that he can jump in and out of the TV.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense. I mean, okay, so he's got the token from the ghost lady. And why does he come back through his own TV? How come he didn't go through any other TV?
Yeah. Take it the rest of the power.
I like that your answer is, That about sums up the last 20 minutes of this movie. Can we get hashtag?
Figure out how to spell that one, people.
Yeah, you come up with the spelling and we'll retweet it. How's that? Oh my god. Well, the tulips are in bloom, so it's got to be April. John, I just saw you on TV. Everybody comes out in their bathrobe, all at the same time. And who is he talking to?
The ghost lady.
Oh, the ghost lady. Okay. Orion Films. Oh wait, no, it's not. No, it's not Orion Films. Okay.
They were going into bankruptcy about this time.
And now we get a reprise, right?
Yeah.
Of My Guy Stanley.
Yes.
And now
with this super group that had like Vivian Campbell from Def Leppard.
Def Leppard. Okay.
Rudy Sarzo.
Okay. I've seen Rudy Sarzo.
He was in Whitesnake at the time.
Okay.
Tommy Lee of Motley Crue.
Okay.
And a few other people. That's a fucking lineup.
I mean, is this Alice Cooper singing this song? I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll get to the credits here in a minute. Yeah. But like I think you were saying, this group of people could have toured.
Oh yeah, you could have
as a super group
sellout.
I mean, this was kind of the era between like '88 and '93 was the era of the super group.
Yeah, yeah.
There were several,
and like hard rock metal, that was like
a thing.
That was huge. That was against stadiums and everything. That was the era of like Guns N' Roses and shit.
For sure. Now, when this movie came out, there was... I guess not. This was after... Kiss had just done a record, and we're going on tour. So, I mean, I don't know if he just did this in his spare time, but... So there wouldn't have been time to, like, get him involved. Like, I feel like they're so hard.
Yeah.
You can get everybody in the studio.
Yeah.
But to pull off a tour is pretty tough.
Yeah.
But what a great soundtrack.
Yeah.
I do have this CD, and I enjoy it.
I need to get it.
Yeah. Maybe I'll make you a copy.
Because it's kind of like out of print or whatnot. But, I mean, there's some people selling it that aren't asking for anything. I mean,
yeah, you can get on eBay.
There's people selling it for reasonable prices, so...
Yeah, it's not... It's not that hard. But, yeah, definitely... I thought it was so fascinating that, I'd seen the movie so many times, and then I came back and I heard that voice.
Yeah.
And I was completely...
The golden voice.
Completely flabbergasted. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, there's our apprentice editor, Jonathan Craven, the one that we were just speaking of.
Yeah. Visual effects coordinator, Jonathan Craven.
So he was apprentice editing.
Very busy man on the film.
Sure.
It's about the same age as Peter Berg was, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, and this is early on in Berg's career.
Oh, yeah.
So he was just learning. And I mean, what a great mentor to have.
Yeah.
Wes Craven is your, like...
Yeah.
Oh, there's Daryl Hall.
No oats.
No.
You gotta have the oats with your Hall.
You do. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Tommy Lee, Rudy Sarzo of Whitesnake, Paul Stanley, Guy Man Dude. I don't even know who that is. That's probably...
That's why it's called Dudes of Wrath or whatnot.
Yeah, that was probably
His idea.
What's his name?
Desmond.
Desmond Child, yeah. So, awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know it's silly, but you know what? The first half scares me. Mitch scares me. I just love it. Look at that. I mean,
yeah, we're back to the
menu
and everything, but
so I don't know. It just holds it near and dear to my heart, and
it's better than I remembered it being.
Oh, okay. Well, good.
Because again, I just remember the goofy part of it.
Sure.
That was well constructed by Wes. Because whenever I referenced it in the past, I thought I just referred to it as kind of a goofy thing that he did at one point in time, but it's quality.
Yeah, I mean, really, if you were to come up with a better 15-minute ending,
yeah,
I feel like this really would have been regarded higher in the pantheon of horror.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's got some great moments. It's got some good characters.
Yeah, great cinematography.
Yeah,
fantastic effects.
That's kind of the highlight for me on this rewatch is just how good the cinematography and effects are.
Yeah. But yeah, guys. I mean, post your comments about what you feel about Shocker, because we're definitely excited to hear what you guys feel.
Yeah, and maybe this isn't your cup of tea, but maybe share it with a friend whose cup of tea it is.
Yeah.
Because we're kind of expecting this one to be not as big of a hit as some of the other ones, but because it's a lesser known movie. But hey, maybe you saw the channel and said, "Oh, I've never seen that before. Let me go watch that first."
Yeah.
And hopefully you enjoyed it. And now you want to listen to us two idiots talk about it.
And if you really enjoyed it, let your friends know that, hey, you might want to check out Shocker.
Yeah. So,
it's better than you might think.
30 years later, it'll take some word of mouth. I'm sure.
But thanks, guys, for listening and commenting and sharing everything around the internet. So we'll be back some Halloween.
Yeah, I think we're going to do some Halloweens coming up.
Yes. So thanks, guys. Take care.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.